Welcome back. Last week, our friends at Alley Cakes, they made this really good ice cream type of cake. And we were like, you know what? We think we could do that. And it's a great idea to share it with everybody out there, especially like a treat when the kids come home from school, you know, after a hard day's work. And let's just walk through the ingredients real quick. So we have these ice cream sandwiches. And then we have right here, we got some whipped topping, or Cool Whip would be the name brand, right? But whipped topping. And then we have, what do we have? A chocolate syrup, and then over there, what do you got over there?
Caramel.
The only thing we don't have, just because it's kind of messy, but you could do it at home, is you put a layer of ice cream over the base. And let's talk about what exactly is the base?
So the base is these ice cream sandwiches, and I've actually started the process because they were starting to get a little bit on the soft side. So I think these are good, like little teaser options for the kids. They can kind of get in, get a little messy, and have some fun. But ideally, you would like them straight out of the freezer. So you just lay these down in a layer.
You know what I like about this? See, I'm a fan of dessert. And basically, there's like 3 or 4 different desserts working together. So anytime you have that type of synergy with sugar, sign me up.
You had me at sugar and ice cream. You know, it has been a month since I've had ice cream, so I'm super stoked.
I remember, like, as a kid, I never really, like, got to have, like, Cool Whip unless it was, like, Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Right.
You know, and then my mom would buy it for something. So what I would do is I would open it up myself, and I would just keep on taking some out, and then by the time she had to use it to put on top of a pie, there was nothing left, and then I'd get yelled at.
So as we go through, I guess you can pretty much lay them however you want, however they fit into the pan. But this is actually pretty cool, and I can see how the kids would have fun with it because, again, you can get like different types of ice cream sandwiches, the Neapolitan, the straight chocolate, you can go vanilla.
So let's look at mine. My Tetris skills are on point. Maybe just if I had a half of one here. And then, so now what I'm gonna do, again, this would be the stage that you would put some ice cream on there, but we don't have that, but we do have some Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
Hold on, I gotta try it first.
Wait, what'd I do with my knife? Oh,
It is delicious.
Wait, Cool Whip.
And then we're gonna kinda coat everything, but I'm gonna make mine level, you know, so it's a nice, even.
That's just a perfectionist in you. So if you've seen any of my stuff I found in the fridge segments, it isn't always the prettiest, but it tastes good, so I'm going for taste.
The original name of yours wasn't Stuff.
No, we had to bleep that.
Inside.
So we had to change that, but you know,
I don't know,
understand.
like in my family, our fridge is okay, but our pantry, that's where the good stuff's at. Our fridge is like, yeah, it's solid, but I could live out of our pantry.
Well, you do good stuff with your pantry. I mean, you've got a good mix of healthy, but you definitely do the sugar fix, and I could come hang out at your crib.
Yeah, anytime, Rance. I
right.
still remember, this is a true story, years ago when you weren't sure if you had to evacuate where you lived. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, dude, you could go stay up, cause I just moved the boys out of one of their rooms, it's all set up. And they were sad when it wasn't a big hurricane, you didn't come by. Yeah.
It's
They're
good
like,
to be loved.
Is Rand still coming by? They're like, what gaming system should we have in our TV up there? I'm like, I don't know.
All right, so as we've gone, mine is not, again, the most aesthetically pleasing, but I'm covered with Cool Whip. And like Mark said, you would normally have like a layer of ice cream just to give it that little extra base, but
yeah.
So it's covered with Cool Whip, and then they suggest oh, yours looks super.
You know what I did?
Mine, that's nice.
And I learned this on the fly. I kind of beat it with a spoon, and it made these wave type motions on here. You know, kind of like it capped. I don't know if you could see it in the light there. And then the other thing that I did, I used a lot of Cool Whip. I mean, basically the whole thing. We got about a pound of Cool Whip on this, and then let's see. Let's just put
little design.
Some of the chocolate. I'm gonna go this way, and then I'm gonna go the other way for the, is that caramel over there?
I gotta figure out, yeah, caramel. All right, so, oops. Mine is just, so there was a lake, there's a couple of tributaries right there. Just a little geographic reference.
So now I'm gonna go this way.
And then I'm gonna go
And you know the best part about this? It doesn't matter what it looks like, because it will taste the same.
That's what I said. Doesn't always have to be pretty, but as long as it tastes good, everybody's happy.
Rance, my grandma would be so proud of me right now. Look at this thing. I feel like you could buy this. This is not, I'm proud of this right now.
I'm proud of that. See, mine we went a little different route, but you know, it's all
Hold on.
good. All right, so I'm gonna dip into mine.
Breakfast of champions right here.
Had a little pizza, had a little ice cream cake.
That is really good. If I did anything wrong, I went a little heavy on the whip, but this is excellent. Super easy to do. We did it in about 3 minutes or so. And again, if we could do it, you could do it.
Oh yeah, so make sure you enjoy. You can go to rivercitylivetv.com to see the original segment, and we'll be back with more River City Live after this bite.
Yeah, I rear-ended someone. Okay, he looks really hurt, and there's glass everywhere, and I don't know what
I'm
to
from
do.
your big insurance company. This isn't your problem anymore. Here, sip on this. Sir, do you have a history of back or neck injuries? Have you had any caffeine or sugar today? Who are you?
When you're in a car crash, it's usually the insurance company that pays for your injuries, not the other drivers themselves. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Art and history come together to showcase Jacksonville and beyond. It's time to vote for Jack's Best. Head to newsforjax.com/JacksBest to vote for your favorite museum to learn history. Presented by Visit Jacksonville. Jack's Best, where you're the local expert.
My father just a few weeks ago passed away from lung cancer. It was definitely